Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Had a little hiccup there, but everything's well now. We'll move those out of the way. We're just going to color and chit chat a little bit. And there's not much to do. I'm cooking some mashed potatoes today and I think it's going to be some fried chicken wings. We are going to begin here. I'm using some Prismacolor pencils as well as some Jane Davenport and whatever other pencils I have in my case here. As long as the color is what I'm looking for, that's what I'll be using. I won't be telling you the colors I'm using because you are more than likely not following along. If you've joined the live, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I so appreciate you. I cannot answer comments as I don't have a second screen to interact as we go along. This live will probably only be a couple of minutes long. That's not my preferred way of sharpening my pencils, but for today it's going to be. I usually prefer an X-Acto knife. But as I'm on camera, as you can tell, I already started this image. And this is, let's see, I want to darken these shadows. Of Everything by Prismacolor. It's a much harder lead than their usual regular Prismacolor pencils. It's not the easiest pencil to blend. I really cannot see shit. My God, this is why I don't really like to go live. Let me know what you would enjoy seeing me do live. As you probably can tell if you've joined my live, I like doing tarot and oracle readings. I like coloring. I like doing art. The only thing I will not do live is cook, because there ain't no way I'm cooking live, okay? That's just too messy, too many things that can go wrong, and sometimes that's one of those things that requires my whole attention when I'm doing it, okay? This pencil is not really working out that well for me, this very thin, so I'm going to seek out a similar color, but in the Prisma, in the regular Prisma. This is black raspberry. I really don't want black raspberry. Let's see, my pencils are usually color sorted. Let me just show you. This is the storage system that I have for most of my pencils and pens. I have two of them. This is mostly for my coloring pencils and drawing pencils. And to some extent, one thing or another is in here. I'm just going to take my blending stump out. I want a dark brown. Is this it here? Yep, dark brown. So if you were wondering about the system I use, that's the one. Please chat among yourselves if I can. I'm not sure how this live thing works anymore. I was live the other day but couldn't figure it out again. I will respond in the comment section. I hope that I can do that. Oh yeah, much better. The Prismacolor pencils are a lot easier to blend unless you oversaturate the tooth of the paper. But the only way you can do that is to bear down really, really hard for the most part. I mean, I'm sure there's other ways you can oversaturate the paper, but that's one particular way that I can think off the top of my mind, off the top of my head, that you can oversaturate the paper with color, and then it'll make it really difficult to blend. Of course, there's blending solutions out there. If you're just coloring in a coloring book and it's just for fun, sort of like I'm doing right now, the best method to use is the baby oil and Q-tip method for blending. Of course, they also sell blending pencils, sort of like the little stump I have left over right here. I'm thinking I'm needing new glasses because I can barely see. And as you can tell, the distance isn't, or shouldn't feel like such a great distance between where I'm sitting and what I'm coloring. It's about an arm's length away. But it is what it is. I don't worry too much about those things. My vision has been bad for a long time, so I do what I can. And as I'm not on camera, it makes it difficult because things have to be held at arm's length. I'm not a young chick anymore. Okay, we're gonna go around the arms now. These are all the places where the shadow of things would fall. Around the edges of a thing and around anything that's 3D. I used to have a mixed media channel here on YouTube. But my need to independendize myself from YouTube became greater than my need to have a following. And quite honestly, ain't nobody paying for you to promote, because why? Why? I'm already making the videos. You're already monetizing my videos without my permission. You're already adding commercials to them. And if YouTube thinks I'm gonna pay them to further promote my videos, they got something coming. What exactly are they even offering, yeah, people? I'm just wondering, what are they offering nowadays? Because this was a while back that I had a YouTube, by the way. A mixed media YouTube. Well, not that long ago, maybe 8 to 10 years. And it was quite popular. And I could have went viral, but I chose to back right the fuck out of it, especially when I started seeing how they were targeting the children that were viewing the app, viewing videos on the app. I was totally disgusted. This is all before this big scandal on YouTube. YouTube cannot offer me pennies. And some people would say, oh, well, a penny is better than making nothing, and they still put commercials on your videos. Yeah, but I still own my video. I still own myself. No one is telling me what I must and must not do on here. And that to me is valued at, has a greater value, anyway, than anything YouTube can ever offer me. And how is YouTube, why hasn't YouTube, just a quick question here, why hasn't YouTube removed those individuals that were accused of being on here to groom children? Because there were several of them, and I'm sure they're still around. This may be controversial, but Mr. Beast was one of them, whose whole concept as an adult was meant to lure children to his channel so that he can, I don't know, I guess people are willing to do whatever it takes. Let's just say I'm not willing to do whatever it takes. I work within my own ethics and morals, and that's how I will remain. YouTube as an entity in itself has an I'll tell you what color I'm using, just in case some of you are asking at this moment what color I'm using at this moment. To kind of blend that through. This is pumpkin orange. This one was dark brown, and this is just my blending stump. It's just clear wax. It's all it is. Understand, because it charges you just as much as it charges you for buying a single color pencil. I bought my Christmas color pencil set, the 120 set, and then I received a couple of smaller sets for Christmas presents and stuff. So that's how come I have so many of them. There are people who prefer other coloring pencils, who are coloring pencil specialists on here. And I don't know, I've never tried those. These are the most expensive pencils I was willing to purchase. Okay, because no. And mostly they sell you the same thing in different packaging. It's amazing. Sometimes even the shit you buy from China is the same thing you would buy from the USA for a lot more money and a lot less product. Because let's be for real, where are they getting this shit manufactured at? And I need another color. I'm gonna go with this. Let's see what it is. Oh no, this is a charcoal pencil. I love drawing and painting in charcoal, doing paintings in charcoal, but it's so messy. I think we're gonna go with an orange, and we're gonna work towards that pink in the center. This is, I think it's supposed to be mellowed orange. I'm not sure. Can't read the whole word. And I'm gonna go over the whole thing, even the dark areas. Just helps everything blend in nicely. Usually I work in circles unless I want to make my coloring directional. Like right here, I want to give the impression that everything is moving softly, that there's a 3D as if the figure is round, is what I meant. Okay, let's go back to our blending pencil. Of course, that's my husband in the background. Never ceases to amaze me how much noise one person can make while another one's on video. But this is something we have argued for I don't even know how long, and he continues to do it, so I refuse to even acknowledge it anymore. I'm acknowledging here to you, just in case you're wondering, what the hell is that squeaking in the background? We're going to make this heart shape. Just because we can. As you see, I didn't completely fill in the heart with color because that is going to be blended. It's not going to be no line there by the time I'm finished. I'm going to have to go in a couple of minutes because obviously, as I previously told you, I am cooking. I am making the mashed potatoes. Just leave them there. And then I think we're going to use some red there for his little tongue. I'm going to give him a little tongue that's hanging out. Make him look super happy. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to pull this up close. There we go. And then we're going to give him some rosy cheeks as well. And where should we put his cheeks? Till we meet again. Hang up. God, so annoying. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for telling me it's cute. I'm trying to see everything on here now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate y'all. Till we meet again.